House GOP Budget Chair Paul Ryan faced protests today at Georgetown University, where he tried to defend his austerity-laden budget, a plan that potentially could cut tens of billions from food aid programs, and one described by 90 faculty members in a letter as selfish, against the gospel of Jesus Christ, and injurious to the poor.
I feel it's important to discuss how, as a Catholic in public life, my own personal thinking on these issues has been guided by my understanding of the Church's social teaching. Simply put, I don't believe that the preferential option for the poor means a preferential option for big government.
Joining us now is Democratic Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson of Texas. Good day, ma'am.
Good day.
I want to get to his speech in a moment, but a big vote is coming up tomorrow on whether to prevent a July 1st increase on the interest rates for federal student loans. The GOP wants to offset it with cuts to the president's health care overhaul. Can the GOP afford to do this?
Well, actually, this should not happen. It is clear that the interest rates need to be controlled. We are really tired of seeing our young people get out of college, not finding jobs, and yet they have from $35,000 to $50,000, sometimes $100,000 owed in student loans. This is working backwards from what we intend the opportunity to be for our young people coming out of college.
Right.
So I'm hoping, I really do hope that the Republicans help to find another way, it is another way, to fund these interest rates.
Well, in fact, as I understand it, the Buffett rule would resolve this immediately. But Mr. Ryan, in his speech today, even invoked the name of Pope Benedict when talking about high debt levels, saying even the Pope condemns states running up high levels of debt. Does this talk of a religious mandate in budget talks, does that worry you?
You know, what is so sad about that is that there's really a simple answer to this, and that is to ask the very, very rich to pay a little bit more. But instead, Mr. Ryan wants to continue to scrape and deny the least of these just to balance his budget. We all know that we have cut. We probably need to cut more, but we cannot. In good conscience, I don't care what religious belief it is, no religious leader can stand idly by and allow the least of us to be completely abused at the expense of other poor, when we still have the very wealthy who are not paying their share.
Indeed.
Even the very wealthy people want to do more.
Absolutely. If I might switch gears for a moment, Congresswoman, I want to play you a clip from a radio interview the governor of Mississippi gave to a right-wing online radio program about people on the left and organizations like Planned Parenthood. Take a listen.
The true hypocrisy is that their one mission in life is to abort children. It's to kill children in the womb.
Can I have your response to that comment?
You know, I didn't even know we had people in high political office who were that limited in their knowledge about what Planned Parenthood does. Abortion is the least of what Planned Parenthood does, but it does offer poor women mammograms and health examinations to prevent, or at least early detection of diseases that can be prevented and can be treated at a very early stage.
But ma'am, this is a governor accusing you of being solely about abortion. This is a governor.
You know, that is really sad, because we have least demand for abortion now than we've had in a decade. Abortion is really not the issue here. It is choice. But I can assure you that this same governor would be someone who would not even support feeding that poor child if it was born.
That's the terrible irony.
Not even that is about abortion.
Absolutely.
That is right.
Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.